these little sequences going Secret's way. I will say, nice double deny from 33. He was like denying one Eidolon with his hero and another with other Eidolons.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was cool. Of those out. Like, very small things this team does extremely well. Trying to keep the advantage.
33, easily one of the best micro players in this TI, and he's put into good work here once again. This time around, no neutral creep to deny them that last hit on Zayas. They will get that kill, but again, Chrysalis gets all the Eidolons, so the trade-off is not really that clear.
Pretty weird. I mean, honestly, if I was this Earth Spirit, I don't think I'd be too sad. Because it costs Tundra their combo in terms of resource, right? And it pushes the lane in because you get the flak, it shoves out, you kill the Eidolon. Your stalls will get to do this pull. He's not the one dying. He gets a bunch of solo XP. I think it's what Tundra need to do in terms of coming back to this Enigma, pushing his net worth up, getting the XP for Tiny. Yeah. But it's definitely not some, like, end-all be-all. And I mean, that's also the deadly combination of this Tiny Enigma. You just step up too far, you get all in.
A firm denial.
Zayas will have to walk all the way down here.
When was the last time we saw Tundra lose lanes like this? I feel like
this is a rough start.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get much better than this in a TI upper bracket final. You know, these are two of the best teams in the world. Seeker pulling a decent lead out of these lanes, especially versus the CK.
Oh, Chrysalis maybe overextended himself a little bit. Zayas stopped Saksa in what would have been an avalanche tossback under tower with Malefice still on him. Like, that could have been a kill on Chrysalis, but Zayas put a stop to it.
I mean, this CK is just getting beat up top. He's had to invest in extra regen. The extra CM nukes doing a decent damage in terms of the economy, and he's just gonna have to catch up this game. Like, this is 3 Seeker cores pulling decently ahead in this early game for only 5 minutes.
Skitter's not going to be happy with that one.
And again, this is a double global lineup. So if you fall behind, Seeker pulls ahead with the levels.
Yeah.
Suddenly you have Thunder God's Wrath, you have Solar Guardian online, whereas you're trying to catch up with your own ults. And by the time you get there, it's harder to use those because they have the global response.
Yeah, like one roll in from Zayas could be a kill on 80 core if they're far enough ahead. An all-important kill. They're going to have to snowball and do manage to keep up with Nisha as he tries to hop over the cliff. They do have the roll-in, though. They need a little bit more damage. Nisha delivers a bunch before he goes down. Maybe Secret can collect some kills in return. 9 is so low. Puppy's going to throw it out. Frostbite's going to begin. And Saksa left the DD for his mid laner and may regret that choice. Nope, they're not going to go for the dive. Thinking about it. Roll in from behind, Zion's blind, trying to find Stocks. It does get him now, slows him down with that double damage, puts it to work. The toss over is not good enough. Puppy will secure the last hit. 2,000 net worth lead now for Team Secret, 3-2.
Nice response from Secret to turn that mid fight around. I thought Nisha was just gone for sure, but they get the double kill out of it. They get the rune. Extra levels for these supports. Puppy's up to level 5. There's a lot of early damage going to come out from the CM Earth Spirit combo. Tusk is also not a hero who wants to be losing these river. Like, this is where his spells are pretty strong. He's pretty tanky. You can abuse the stat gain. This is a hard hero to man up on. I respect that go attempt. Like, these are the types of things Tundra, they need to start looking for in this game. Get the tiny Mirana going, finding these little kills and pickoffs. You have CK stun, you have Malefice. 3 stunning cores from Tundra here to set up some of these kills.
Yeah, and some of this may just come down to the fact that they lost the lanes, right? If this Chaos Knight, who's usually a hero that has so much sustain, you could chill out by yourself, but you could see the pressure continuing. He's not able to stay alone in this lane, so Snakey kind of always have to be here, ready to go with the arrow. Thunder God's Wrath isn't enough, the Frostbite is in range, so he turns around and uses it on the Mirana instead. A Puppy will be able to walk it off, but the fact that Snake King can't rotate out of this lane, I think, is debilitating to all of that aggression that Tusk wants to be able to put down.
Yeah, normally they want to be able to leave Skeeter alone at this point, get that double support rotation cooking around their mid. 9 is the hero they often play through for that early tempo, so side lane's going a little subpar does mean that the supports get clogged up at these random 2-on-2s. They don't necessarily want to be in too long. 8-minute root fight. Well, Nisha was trying to jump for it. Snake King will go down to Rezo. These Tundra supports, they're having issues in this early game.
I'm not sure why the others.
That silencer game where Puppy was super under leveled. It was like 13 minutes in, he was still level 5.
He's having no
Not
issues.
This game, man. He is way far ahead thanks to all of these kills. Level 3 Frostbite. Maybe not. I even need the total. Take that one for Science.
Yeah, he'll take it anyway, you know?
Roll in, kick back, nice play. 9 out of spells, needs a little helping hand. Snaking the arrow slides right on by, but was enough. Dissuade Secret pushing in some more. They're actually going to use this to smoke. This is a cool play.
Yeah, they're going to try and activate this Tusk heading towards top. K is one of the easier carries to smoke to because you can just stun the guy and sets up for you easily. See if Rezo deals this one coming.
Right time here, or is he going to get a little bit too...
Feels it coming.
Sticking on the hard left-hand side of the lane.
He pinged right on top of it, man.
You got a ward. Gonna come forward now, though. 9 immediately goes for the pick off onto the Crystal Main. They're gonna chain stun him, get that kill. Nice and easy. Now 9 needs to get out because, from the side, Nisha hopping on in. That is a trade-off that Secret is very happy with, I'm sure.
Beautiful read of that move from Secret. Just saying that this tiny city mid, there's only one place Tusk is gonna go, right? Rezo reads the move, pings it out, says, hey, puppy, you wanna take that one for me?
He does.
Does his job. And I'll get Zeus a pretty nice kill. He's having a great game here early on. This is a pretty nasty Zeus game. You're counteracting the Moran ulti with the vision. You're screwing with the multiple stun initiators from Tundra. You're forcing them to have to gap close you through all of this Secret AoE. So the stronger the Zeus is, the faster he gets to that shard, the Kaya, all this extra damage.
There it is. The combination we talked about, the roll-in into the global possibilities for Secret.
That early level 6 from Rezo puts it to good use. Get a core kill. Gyro. I mean, I was thinking this Gyro might have like a toughish lane, maybe, and maybe he doesn't have to carry the game, and he's just leading the pack. Yeah.
Rushing an early Chrysalis.
Can never have too many carries.
That's true.
The prize is mine.
My C-Pubs may beg to differ, but
Can never have too many carries, Cap.
6-3. Team Secret, well, they did have a 2,000 net worth lead, so it has gone down a little bit. So it seems like the state of the game has at least been okay for Tundra, even though we've seen them, lose some kills and stuff like that. It seems like economy-wise, been doing all right for themselves. So I wonder how many stacks Chrysalis has available.
Well, Nisha's doing his best to steal a bit.
There it is. You got 6 of them backed up. Yeah, Soxa comes in, tries to grab what he can.
I don't think Secret want to give up this jungle too early here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
You're always happy to farm it out, but if Tundra's going to give you these skirmishes, I feel like Secret is pretty strong in them just because of how many levels they have on these supports. Like, Puppy's not too afraid here. You also are losing in this tier 1 trait, so that was something from the other game. Secret defended their tier 1 for a long time against that 33 Brood Visage. This game, a little different. Just going to claim it here, push himself towards the Wraith Pack to rush, which you will have.
Skeeter looks like he's going to call it quits on that safe lane for now, but 11.5 minutes in, the safe lane tower is still being up. It's great progress, and they will have that Wraith Pack coming in now for the Enigma, so who knows, they may even make a rotation back at some point. Roll in on point science. He's going to be able to get some serious damage onto this Enigma, but they don't necessarily have any follow-up. Too many heroes here on the side of Tundra for showing up, with Moonlight Shadow being used as well.
Yeah, what indeed? Too many heroes there, not expecting them all. Solar Guardian was just coming off cooldown as well. You will pay the price.
Top tower is under attack.
Their visions and
It's a little bit of information, though, out of Tundra for the rest of the team. Though they're not really able to take advantage of that. I mean, I guess in many ways, Dawnbreaker is just not a hero that could take that tower. And yeah, now 33's up here. So now, if you want to take that safe lane tower, you have to fight into the Wraith Pact hero. That is pretty scary.
you have to take this soon if you're Secret. Like, you have to equalize the map, open up some more space for your Gyro to farm. Remember, Gyro is this like triangle rotation farm pattern hero. He really needs his tier 1 down to open up enemy jungle and make those rotations efficient. They will finally claim it. Very happy with that. Now it just comes down to these mid fights. How much does Tundra want to push this mid tower or smoke to the triangle? The answer is right now, Armless CK.
Time is of the essence, it seems, for Tundra.
Do not want to give too much space to this Secret Tricore again.
The Enigma is going to push into mid lane while the rest of the team smokes out behind in the mid tier 1 tower. Great D-Ward read, though, from Team Secret.
Incredibly valuable here. Going to help protect the Zeus. They are just chipping this tower. Eidolon's doing a decent amount of work. Pretty hard to engage for Secret here. They don't want to walk up too much. There could be CK in the trees. You don't know where this Tuskar is. He was bottom. You don't get the tier 1, but about as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, certainly. All And so an early Chrysalis and a straight up BKB, so really delaying the Aghanim Scepter a lot for Chrysalis. Feeling like he's going to need that early team fight item.
I think this build is fine. Like, the Ags is a farm accelerator, but you gotta remember what he's playing with, right? He's playing with two other cores that are gonna take a lot.
Sure.
He's playing with a Crystal Maiden who can soak up some farm as well. Like,
So don't be greedy.
I mean, there's just a limit to how many creeps you can eat on the map.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think early BKB is strong in this game with that Chrysalis just going in, soaking up some spells, dealing some decent physical, making the fight happen for your other two cores. Because Zeus does not want to go in, and this Dawnbreaker doesn't really just want to run in first either, right? He wants to ult on top, either an Earth Spirit roll, Gyro going in. So if Gyro can frontline, it's nice. And on the flip side, this Tundra teamfight is a lot about using this Piranha ult to find the targets they want between Tiny and Tusk. Searching for it now.
Tried this before. They're going to have to lead off with the Avalanche. Tumbler Toy over the side to make sure they get the toss. And a very nice pickoff for Tundra. He kind of needed to, but Secret, they're going to chase after these guys. 9. He's got a haste rune, so he may not be able to outrun that rocket, but he can get some serious distance. They're going to try and chase. Oh, what an interception! What a play from Ron, and now in turn they're going to save each other with the Zoom on side. They're the beautiful Avalanche. Hello, Black Hole. Goodbye, Secret.
Beautiful interception there to just turn the fight around.
Oh, and one more. Wrap it up. That'll be a team wipe for Tundra.
Whoever you want.
What?
5-man wipe.
A setup.
That was just beautiful, baiting the overextension. That roll is just too deep, and of course, no Solar Guardian to come out in that fight. Like, that spell might have turned that fight around right there.
Yeah,
super
sure.
clump, super slow, all in the Earth Spirit gunk, but your Dawnbreaker sitting in the fountain
Radiant's top
just
tower
don't
is
have that
under
big
attack.
spell to stain you through the
Radiant
damage.
structures
And,
are fortified.
I mean, this chase, he has a haste rune. 9 just baiting it out the whole time. Not even sure he dies on this rolling. Like, but it's
Either
a
way,
nice heads-up
Snake
play.
Does his best Secret Service impression there. Protects the president. 33 comes in with the cleanup.
Snake King's a sacrificial guy, you know?
Yeah,
He's
he
happy to jump in there, take the bullet. As long as he gets the dub.
That means Tundra gotta be feeling really good about that momentum shift, especially after how hard that laning phase was for them. So the fact that they are now solidly back in control of this game, if they can get to a point where they've got the pipe completed on the Enigma, then we're full team fight ready to go. Wraith Pack pipe, just like the Broodmother.
And that Wraith Pack pipe is deadly in this game, right? There is only the Dawn Starbreaker and the Gyro Flak to really clear into the physical area. Everything else is just AoE magic. Yep. So that EHP from Pipe Wraith Pack just gonna be deadly in this mid game.
Now, what do you think of this pickup from Nisha? He's rushing the E-Blade. Do you think that is trying to protect people from Tusk Chaos Knight? Do you think it's trying to cut through this Wraith Pack pipe and just like really nail that single target damage? Mixture of both, maybe?
Definitely a bit of both, right? Like, if he gets gap close, he can E-Blade the Tusk, who's not going to go BKB first. He's going to Deso build. So if you E-Blade him, leap away, bolt him back, 9 just gets debilitated in that type of engagement. At the same time, if you can E-Blade yourself before one of those jumps, it's very nice. There's also a lot of chain stun potential for Tundra. Like, you get Malefice, you get Avalanche, there's an arrow coming through. If they commit on a chain stun target off the arrow and you E-Blade that guy and it saved him from a lot of that physical burst, you can turn the fight around. Puppy flirting with danger.
Yeah, it really was.
I don't think Skeeter thought it was just him. And it was.
It really was. The rest of Secret, they were any distance away, snaking. They're going to try and pop him here. They're going to throw the Dawnbreaker ultimate on top of this to ensure the fast kill, but they're on the wrong side of this cliff. Nisha's going to try and use it to his advantage, though. They do have the shard out. There's no black hole to fear, so they can just kind of run headlong into Tundra, perhaps. A freezing field. Keep it going. Just managed to get that one kill. Resolution tries to finish it off, but Dawnbreaker Hammer can't go to 3. Now Chaos Knight. Skeeter trying to get the Arnold toggling, but Nisha delivers the damage. Not quite enough. The toggles keep going. Frostbite going out. Now Chrysalis is low. Black Cannon shots, one after the other, but Skeeter stays alive through it all. He toggles through everything.
Nisha got stuck on that high ground cliff too, trying to position to just stay out of range, but it's not enough to finish off that CK. Skeeter lives through it all. We saw the type of fight Skeeter wanted to take, taking the Wraith Pack down early. These Tundra heroes are tanky, man. Like, the damage is done, right? You have 2,000 HP to cut through on this Tusk, 2,000 on this CK. A nice way to start out killing the support for free. Then you're like stuck in this clump engagement. You're getting multi-avalanched. That shard ended up slowing down the gyro as well. Just can't commit it instantly. Turns into a very awkward engagement. You also have to think about these midnight pulses just getting thrown down and burning you for the whole time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This kiting, I mean Skeeter, it draws him in so deep with this armlet toggling that now Chrysalis is heavily overextended. His lifesteal is not enough sustain to deal with all this bits of damage being thrown at him. And
Tundra,
now,
they want those long fights.
yes,
If they get multiple Tuskar spells off, it's a perfect scenario for them.
trying to hammer away, but here comes the snowball. 9 knocks him out. It looks for a little bit more too. The shard locking in Puppy. May have gotten the D-ward, but he won't make it out alive. Nisha barely able to jump away before the Tiny could grab him. Toss him to his allies. 5,000 net worth lead for Tundra. They continue to grow and continue to take more and more of the map away from Secret.
It's the Tundra like 5-man skirmish that they use this Tiny and Mirana combo so well for. I mean, no cooldowns they really have to wait for. They don't really care about Black Hole this game. They're ready to hit off the stuns, get their carry involved. Skeeter having a way more impactful game this time around. Level 13 topping the charts. He's just been involved in everything. And between him and this Tuskar tag team, there's not enough armor or survivability to deal with the physical burst right now. Pushing Secret to the back foot. It's going to give a lot of space to this Tundra lineup to soak up the map. And if there's one thing we've seen this series, it is these two supports between Soxa and Snake King. And they find farm and they find it very fast.
Yes, yes, they do.
I don't even know where they find this much farm, to be honest. And Soxa's pushing up close to Rezo, right? Very different from last game.
Yeah, certainly. Not the same kind of game where Rezo was just able to hang out in side lanes and farm non-stop and join the occasional team fight. Tundra's actually putting an effort in shutting him down first. Smoking him at the start of any of these rotations.
That's the best way to do it. You take the Dawn or Zeus out, you remove a lot of that counter initiation.
Yeah.
You get a nice BKB timing here. That is one of the downsides of the Secret lineup, right? The pipe for Tundra is super powerful. The BKBs, next is powerful. Like, there's not a lot to interfere with those durations, and they can get a lot done because the physical burst is just so high.
Maybe catching Snake King here. We had that smoke. Don't need to use Thunder God's Wrath. Nisha will hold on to it for now. That was a smoke rotation. They didn't find anything in the triangle like they wanted. They end up, well, they'll have to be content with a Priest of the Moon kill because that's all they got. Wow, ooh, BKB timing. If it hit the pipe, that already feels bad enough for Secret. You hit this BKB timing on Skeeter, I don't know what Secret does.
It's gonna be rough. I mean, at that point, these Wraith Pack lineups can always just go into the pit and force the Roche.
Yeah.
Right? You have Deso on Tusk with Tag Team as well. Even has Brigand's Blade on top.
Feels like it's going to be a long time before the Gyrocopter's damage. He really is not. 9 might just be able to 1v1 him here. Rezo not going to be able to TP out in time. Soxa is there for the cleanup.
And this Tusk has just been incredibly annoying for this Dawnbreaker this
Yes.
game. The amount of interrupts he has, the physical burst versus a hero that does not build armor for a long time.
And he has
Very
racked
nice
up some
counter pick.
serious Deso charges too. He's at 12 already.
Try and find this tiny nice
Instant kickback. A lot of magic damage. There's that E-Blade being put to use.
Dyer's middle
If they can
tower is
catch
under
somebody
attack.
out of the way of the Enigma,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
no Wraith back, no pipe, they do get bursted very quickly.
Very true. It's like the Veil from last game. You have this much magic damage. It makes all of your stuns count for just that much more. It'll push Gyro almost to the top of the charts here, so Stalos is still going for that Ags. He's just going to try and scale it up in a late game Gyro with Ags Satanic.
Radiant's
One way to
top
try and deal with
tower
the
is under
burst
attack.
blink without a save behind you. There's one save in this game, you know, it is a very long way away, but Earth Spirit Ags.
That's true.
Shan Remnant. You turn someone to stone, kick them away. Might be something to play for super far down the line, but of course, Tundra's going to have a field day before that.
Certainly. Especially given the fact you said, you know, they have 3 cores that all want to farm up on the side of Secret. They've only got a quarter of the map that they own, so really nothing is left for Zayat to complete his BKB, let alone that Aghanim Scepter. So it's going to have to be through fighting. And a fight is immediately going to be forced onto Chrysalis.
Maybe forced.
Has to use the BKB. He cannot get caught into a team fight against a Chaos Knight with its Aegis and a BKB.
Definitely not. Even the Mage Slayer on top of the CK going to give him the extra resistant tankiness in these engagements. Not to mention if he ever lands hit on Zeus, just reduce the damage.
Look at this. Tundra's saying, okay, that side of the map, they can't play. Let's go to the other side of the map immediately.
Yeah, Moonlight Shadow in one as well. Found the
Smoke is going to
gyro.
break. They did find the gyrocopter, an opportunity to be able to burst him out almost instantly. There he goes. The response from Secret, they tried to do some damage to the Tiny, only got him to half health. They fully give up now, leaving Puppy behind. Everybody else is going to be able to get out. Yep, we're good.
Radiant's courier has
These
been
AoE
killed.
spells just do nothing into the auras, man.
Yeah, seriously.
You have to keep your cores alive here. Tundra are just need more and more net worth, lead up to 10k here. Using this Aegis to perfection, closing out the map. Suddenly Secret's stuck in a corner again. I feel like that's been the story this whole series.
Yeah, kind of. At that game 2, we heard our analysts come in and talk about how they felt like it was just one team fight away from Team Secret being able to crack open the game, and they eventually did do that. I'm not convinced that there's that same kind of win condition here in this 3rd game.
If that game had Rezo at top of the charts with like 9-1, this game he has just been destroyed by this Tuskar and Enigma on the map. Doesn't have the same physical impact as it did last game, and now you're getting tossed back.
Oh, they can't afford to lose 9. Nisha, he's going to be pulled over to the side, tries to get a hop away, but no chance. 33 tries to throw out the black hole, doesn't actually catch what he wanted out of that, but still great fight for Tundra. Let's hit high ground.
The snowball getting larger every minute here. The aura's just nothing to fight through it here for Secret. Turning into a death ball of a game.
Certainly is. And Tundra, they're going to force it. Like game 1, they chilled out. They took so much. They just built up this network bigger and bigger and bigger. It looks like here in this situation, 26 minutes in, they're going to claim a full lane of barracks. Team Secret, without Nisha, without a buyback there, there's no way they can hold high ground. That is their big high ground hero. Game 1, they had the Magnus. This game, they've got Zeus. That's the best they have to offer.
I don't even think he can really walk up. Is he even doing anything to them at this point?
Is under attack.
Way too much tankability on this Tundra side.
The glyph is down. The tier 3 is almost falling. His Tundra's going to force this for 2.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Why back?
Bobby put themselves in the front lines. They immediately do get the kickback onto the Enigma. Is that who they really want to go for, though? They've lost their 2 supports for it. They're going to buy back. But are they going to get anything
Puppy's
for this?
gone
Even with
again.
the extra lives, Puppy TP's in. Instant dieback. Rezo turns around, use the magic meter to get rid of Malphus, but he's just dragged back in by Skeeter. Run down through the side. Side's trying to get the opening. The Dawnbreaker ultimate, it's going to land and do a lot here with an AoE stun. But all of these heroes on a bit of HP. They do not have enough to be able to cut them down. They need more damage. Crystal is trying to deliver. They finally do get it. They bring down the Chaos Knight, run over the Enigma, trying to chase for more. Snake King gets out, completes his TP. Tundra, they just did a serious economic blow, and maybe a very real blow as 9 takes down Resolution. After that fight, Nisha, you cannot let him get away with this one. He's going to E-Blade, but he already used the lightning bolt. He's going to TP out. Oh no, Secrets.
9 playing with his food in this game, man. putting the BKB to great use here. This Tuskar just going in and out of the fight is just way too annoying for Secret. They don't have the hard stuns to lock these heroes down. Double force staff as well. And like we see, the damage just takes so long to bring any of these heroes down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a triple buyback from Secret in their base defense. Don't even have Black Hole for this engagement. The Enigma's just a damage thing. But he sinks a lot of it.
And it's only because of this buyback here. Just a beautiful ult from Resolution that ultimately sets them up to be able to clean up the fight and just not lose the game outright. Also, Skeeter losing the Aegis midway through that one. He's just been caught though. Nisha E-Blade? Oh, he doesn't have a hop, but he does have a Blink Dagger. He blinks away.
That was as close as you can get. Still a blink on CK1.
That was an Aim-Ender right there, and they might still get it, and they do.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
One
under
more
attack.
buyback left for Secrets. And again, is it even enough? Can the Zeus even push them away from this lane? I don't think so.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Tundra had enough of the long games in the first two. Decided to kick it up a notch.
Nice blink backwards. It rolls right into the middle of Tundra. A trap beautifully set and sprung by Skeeter. Stops the initiation entirely. There is still a tier 2 up at the top lane, so Tundra cannot take Mega straight up. But they're only a few minutes away and a couple of movements out from being able to get that potential last team fight forced upon Team Secret.
I don't see a way to fight this 5-man. I just don't see it. Where's the damage coming from? Even if you land everything on everybody, it's just not there. Heroes are too tanky. Triple BKB is now online, so now you have to worry about BKB Black Hole on top of everything else. Tundra just closed this map out so fast. The Death Ball came online, you lose one fight, suddenly you're in a position where you lose Aegis, that converts into a Rax mid. They never looked back. Secret looking perhaps the last team fight of this series.
What do they need?
They need a Divine Rapier, and Crystals has a queued, but he is a long way off.
Okay, what do they need to win this fight in order to get to that Divine
They
Rapier?
need a Divine Rapier.
Well, maybe Tundra will buy one for him. Oh, look at that. Triple bounty rune just casually sitting back on the dire side of the map. So,
Invisibility.
and, you know, Tundra, chill out. Take your time. Wait for Roshan.
Die, home.
There is very little rush here.
The prize is mine.
They're just farming it up. Both their supports ahead of the enemy 3. This insane amount of utility coming out. You have full Lotus on this Mirana, Drum on top of it. Sox has got 4-staff Yules. I mean, these supports are incredibly hard to kill. You have to commit a large amount on them in the first place, which you don't want to because they're not even the big damage dealers.
Yeah.
Near impossible situation for Secret to play out of here. I think really this is Divine. You just have to find a way to get to it and hope the flax are enough. Because I don't think any other item is going to cut through this damage in a base defense.
Radiant's
But what if
top
Tundra
tower
goes
is
high
under
ground
attack.
before that? Because that's looking like a very real possibility. I mean, you should, like, tradition says you should probably wait for Roshan.
Radiant's top tower.
But
is
God, what if they
falling.
did? What if they did go for that high ground? Could they just end the game right there? Could they just potentially seal their grand finals appearance? You gotta wait though.
Dyer's bottom tower
Wait for
is
the
under
Roshan.
attack.
Puppy.
Soxa knows he's here.
Doxa. I don't know how he knew, but he's gonna find him. You're not getting away from this one, Puppy. All that farm.
No, I do not mean.
Some of it's gonna get taken away by 9.
Stalls out the game a little bit.
True?
I think Soxa was just predicting that this is where Gyro's going to go. Like,
Yeah.
where else is he going to go to farm? I think
And then he found a Crystal Maiden farming the
I'll
ancients
take that too,
instead.
but that was a beautiful read.
Dyer's
The way these
bottom
guys are
tower
reading the
is
map
under
and the
attack.
movements. Absolute perfection here.
It really does feel like they've cut it down to the science. It's process of elimination. They just can't farm these areas of the map. Go to the few parts that they can. Just look at what Chrysalis has to do in this. He's been hugging the side lane of the trees. He pops out, tries to get a little bit of farm in this bottom lane where he can. He can buy a relic, but Divine, the full-out Divine, is so far away.
Relic ain't doing it.
They need something much bigger, much grander to be able to cut through Tundra. Smoked up around the Roshan spawning here. Look for an opening, see if they can find anybody. Nobody's showing. Okay, let's check that Roshan pit. Oh, hey, look at that. The big guys spawn. We can take Aegis and Shard.
They get
Dyer's bottom
to choose who
tower
gets
is under
to
attack.
take that victory shard.
Yeah, between Skeeter and 9. Potential 2 Royal Roaders. They're both looking. First time TI appearance. Getting to that grand finals.
even the nullifier done for this Tuskar, so any sort of save mechanic that would have come out is no longer there, which Secret aren't even getting there. It's pretty much just the E-Blade. He's kind of just itemizing it ahead at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it is all on this Gyro Reaper, which, like you said, I don't know if we're getting there. Tundra can just walk down top, cement the death ball.
And even if he does get it, he's got no sustain whatsoever. He doesn't have lifesteal.
Yeah,
So
it's no guarantee
he might just get one shot. Knight might just show up, punch him in the face.
Shadows.
Last jaw gets knocked out. And there goes the Divine Rapier.
That is Dota. Sometimes punching someone in the face is stronger than divinity.
13-31, 33 minutes in. Feels like this game 3 has just been a slow, constant progression of Tundra building up that snowball bolt. Realistically, Team Secret are left in just one crazy good hold. And if they do manage to succeed, they could get themselves back into the game. We could have this windfall of net worth going their way. But as it stands, there it is right there.
Well, Gabe has decided.
No shot.
Honestly, from a theoretical perspective, I think it might be true. But of course,
Everything
Dota
breaks down on the TI main stage,
yes,
right?
Dota is not played in the theoretical round. It is played in the Coliseum. Stakes can be made, so there is still a glimmer of hope here. However, faint Ags on Nisha. Give them some extra damage and stun here.
Okay.
Of course, we are still a little bit off that Divine.
And even when he has the gold for it, how do they get out there to buy it?
That is a bigger problem.
Yeah, because you can't just rely on the courier.
I mean,
That might
his
get
courier
sniped.
is already in the tree, so he's prepping for it.
That
but
is so scary.
that is a risky courier to run, man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you might not even get there. Tundra's just in your base.
Tundra, they're setting up. They got the initiation. They're going to bring down the Dawnbreaker first. The arrow comes out. He's dead. No buyback there. Zion's trying to disrupt whatever he can. The snowball back in is going to be able to finish up Zion. The puppy falls as well. 3 dead. No buyback. Tundra. Maybe don't even need the Megas. Maybe they just deliver the final blow to Team Secret, knocking them down to lower bracket.
You'll have to fly it through here on the side. The last hope.
Now, is he going to be able to sneak it through? Will anybody notice his courier? It's going to slip on by for now.
Radiant's top
But Megas is going to be claimed. Team Secret. Oh no, he's been grabbed. BKB does go off. Divine Rapier starts going to work, but you can see they're actually decently tanky. Crystal's got to get back to it, but he's just going to get blacked out immediately. Divine Rapier picked up. Divine Rapier dropped. And that is it. Tundra are going to the grand finals.
In an absolute dominating fashion for this game 3. Those first 2 games, pretty rough and tumble, but this just cemented their dominance in this tournament. They are definitely the favorites going into that grand finals. Just no one can break the way these guys play the map, out-farm you, out-efficiency you. They find the picks, your lanes collapse, your jungle disappears. It is clinical, man. There are just no mistakes that come out on this.